ground shakes when the fans are on their feet.
Fires! Score!
We have a huge, rich history here that we got to answer to, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
For the first time since mid-May, new ice is on the floor at Scope Arena in downtown Norfolk. In the locker room, a new Admirals team begins to assemble.
Coming into training camp, you don't know these guys, but you're fighting for a spot. You're fighting for a spot where you're able to help this team out and stay in the entire season. So I think that's the biggest thing is you come to this team, like you need to come to this team if you want to win.
A new season brings in a new group of players, but the same mindset that led them to the North Division Finals in back-to-back seasons.
The identity is to be Kelly Cup champions, right? That's our goal. That's the whole reason we play professional hockey is you want to win it all, you want to be the best.
As a team perspective, you want to carry that culture that we've had the past few years and that tradition of always working hard. I mean, if you look at most of the teams in the league, we would consider ourselves as one of the hardest working teams.
Last season, Norfolk's championship run ended with a Game 6 loss to the Lions of Trois-Rivières, a series that saw 3 1-0 finishes.
That set the all-time ECHL record for 1-0 overtime games in playoffs. So that speaks to how close it was for it to never be done.
Crashes into the boards.
With the series knotted at 2 wins apiece, Game 5 looked headed for a double overtime finish.
Fork it out of there and then sledging at it is Musser. Novak finds a shot, they score!
Until the Lions put in the game-winning goal with only seconds left in the first overtime period. The Lions went on to win the Kelly Cup title.
To lose a heartbreaker in Game 5 at home with like 9 seconds left in overtime, I think you look back to that game as one of the games that you think, what if, if we got that puck out, or if we won that game where we outshot them 50 to 20, what could have been.
We had a great group and everything, and I really thought we had something special that we could have went to the very end. The last 2 years was a lot of fun making it to where we did, but we want to set a standard for ourselves, and we want to be able to go farther than what we did, so that our standard is we want to win the whole thing.
It's been 166 days since the Norfolk Admirals last touched the ice inside the Norfolk Scope in Game 5 of the North Division Finals. Friday Night Admirals hockey in downtown Norfolk is back in the 757.
There's a lot of a lot of anxious people in the locker room, I think, some nerves, but a lot of energy and excitement. I think that's the big thing is excitement.
Sitting there in the locker room, we can hear everybody outside. Obviously doors are thin, so like when if the speaker shuts off, you hear everybody and everything, but it's special. It's what we want to do. Guys are excited, we're all yelling, getting ready to go out for warm-up.
After opening the season with a road win at Savannah and a road loss at South Carolina, the Admirals are ready to hear the roar of their home crowd at Scope.
It's really cool when this place is fully packed, and even you get 5,000-6,000 fans in this rink. I mean, the roof's going to blow off when it's getting loud, and the ground shakes when the fans are on their feet. It's a really fun place to play, and just to have that many fans in the building, and you're playing for all of them, and they're spending their hard-earned money to come watch us play. You just want to put on a good performance for them, and that's just something that brings the best out of us.
Puck is down, and the home portion of the 2025-2026 Admirals season is underway. Reifenberger left all alone in between the hash marks. Zalotti shoots and scores! You don't need a power play. Zalotti buries it for a 2-goal lead.
No desk job is going to ever check off the boxes that we're fortunate enough to have, and the fans and the support that we get. It's the ice level it's intense. It's loud, it's passionate. It's not just them cheering for an almost goal or a missed goal. They cheer when we come out of the penalty box and kill off a big penalty. We have a really smart fan base here that knows hockey as well, and they know people. And I think the favorite part is they can live with losses if we do it the right way, and I think we all know what the right and the wrong way are.
When you can be able to push around the other team, you can start to feel that little more confidence set in as a group. And that's where, again, we just try to establish that we're not going to get pushed around. And that's where, again, it just goes back to, again, working hard and just that competition aspect of, like, if you hate to lose, then you're not going to get pushed around, right? And that's something that, again, like, we try to establish here in this building is, like, you have to hate to lose. This fan base just grows and grows every year, and it's real special playing in front of them. It's always loud when we go out. It's electric, really. I think that the louder the crowd is, the better we play, because we just feed off their momentum. We hit a guy, crowd goes wild, all right, we're going to keep hitting, we're going to keep doing that, get everybody engaged, and I think it's just that momentum that the crowd helps carry with us. It helps us immensely. Brings almost the whole city together and brings everybody into this building, and it's a special night, and there's just everybody in the locker room is excited to play, just because, again, it's that first game you want to win.
To the top of the blue line, near side, one-timer, backdoor, they score! It's a tie hockey game!
I sense that they know now that it's not easy to get a fan base that we have, and a lot of people are putting a lot of time and energy and not even a part of their life, but a big portion of their life to, cheer us and have our backs. And I think they don't want to let the fans down. So I think there's a little nervous energy of I really want to do the best that I can for this group, and not only in the ring, but to the fans up in the stands rooting for us.
Above the ice, above the fans, are constant reminders of a rich history and championship expectations.
It's very, very cool to be skating under all those banners, and obviously the wall behind me, we see it every day when we walk by to go to the locker room. Like, one day being on that, like, I think that's the biggest thing, is you have such an impact on this town and this team that you'd be able to be a huge part of it forever. The biggest thing for me is, let's get to a point where we have to put a banner up. Like, it was our year, that's what it was, that's what it means to this town and everything. So I can look up every time I come here and be like, yeah, that was our team, that was our season. I think that would make everything even more special.
We have a huge, rich history here that we gotta kind of answer to, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Coming up,
They hired me to get into playoffs. They hired me to build a team.
the man chosen to bring winning back to Scope and to the Norfolk Admirals on Admirals Unlocked.
His mentality with everything is he wants to drive our team to be the best.
You guys ready here? Yeah, you guys good? That's good. Let's go over here.
If there's one thing Jeff Carr lives, breathes, and understands better than most, it's hockey.
Use your hand. Use your hand.
I can't say enough good things about him. You know, ever since he's come in, obviously you see the record, you've seen what the organization has done, you've seen the attendance grow, you've seen just everything with Norfolk Admirals grow.
We got 5 shots here. We got a direct, a direct, a direct, a direct, and then a D to D layout for a tip shot.
And if there's one thing he knows how to do better than most, it's win.
They hired me to get into playoffs. They hired me to build a team and to get we, not me, involved. And I was fortunate enough to be surrounded around a lot of good people that had put a lot of effort into it. Same thing. Ready? Wait till the D gets close. Yeah, that was perfect.
Born and raised in Wisconsin, Carr first began coaching in the prominent Junior Western States Hockey League 14 years ago. Eventually, he caught Norfolk's attention after 5 years leading the Knoxville Ice Bears of the Southern Pro Hockey League, where his team won 42 games, a regular season title, and he was named Coach of the Year.
You're sliding over, just like a self-chip would be, and then instead of making a decision, big picture, I guess, in the coaching style is common sense driven, winning matters, it always will, and ebbing and flowing with enough talent, with enough puck pressure and guys that stick up for each other. So if the game needs to slant or the season needs to slant one way, the other sides can kind of help and pick up for it. Every other coach is going to say the same thing. We want to press all over the puck. We want a fast, brand exciting hockey. I mean, if we go slow and we score 6 goals, I'm all for going slow.
He was named an Admirals assistant in 2022 and elevated to head coach 3 months later with one goal in mind:
putting winning at a premium, putting good people in, and having the process to want to win versus just talk about wanting to win. There's a huge difference, and when we got to do those process things, winning started following, and a lot of good things followed with it.
Looks over to Timo Feyev, centering backdoor, scores! The patience pays off.
In Carr's first full season as head coach, the Admirals enjoyed immediate success.
Golder to the front, Musser scores! The Admirals are just pouring it on now.
The team improved from last in the division to second place. Attendance jumped from bottom 5 in the ECHL to top 20. And the city witnessed playoff hockey for the first time in a decade.
22-23 season, that first year here, was so rewarding because at the end of the year, you got to see how many players that's careers either were told they weren't going to be able to be good enough or get an opportunity, and they ran with the opportunity. I felt the organization and myself did the exact same thing all together.
His biggest mentality is he wants to win as much as we do. He cares as much as we do. And I think that's the biggest thing with coaches. Even our other 2 assistant coaches, they do as well. I think that's the biggest thing for us as a team is that everybody's on the same page, and we need to be the best that we can be, and we need to get to that point, and he helps us drive us there.
Where it got exciting was when we got into playoffs, the push around the city for playoffs. There's a lot of playoff teams and a lot of markets in pro hockey that once the warm weather, their crowds actually go down in size, and you really start feeling, well, it's nice that we're in, but around town it kind of diminishes, and they start talking about the weather here. You know, it just kept heating up with the fan base and the push, and that's what got, I think, so much excitement built into our team.
A season later, the Admirals finished a competitive 3rd in the North Division and advanced to the North Division Finals with attendance rising to top 15 in the league.
We had a loaded roster. We were a defensive juggernaut. 3 1-0 overtime games in one series. They won 2, we won 1. It was that close.
He's just done such a great job of building a roster, putting a team together, and putting a good core group. And I think just our veteran leadership in the room and the culture that he's established in that room with, like I said, returners. We have a really good foundation, and that's just something from that he's built from the ground up, and he's really built it from the foundation. And just playing for him, he's taught me individually just so much about my game and just how to play as a professional. You know, it's a big jump from college to pro, and I wouldn't be here without his help and just his guidance. Like I said, I go on and on about it, but he's really helped elevate my game and so many different levels that I didn't even know that I could bring my game to, and that's just something, as an individual, I'm just so thankful for him and just what he's brought to me, and as a team, like I said, on the ice. I mean, he really dives into the game, and he's just I don't want to say a nerd to the game, but he dives deep into just so small details that, like I said, I just never really thought of, and just he brings such different elements to the game that helps our team propel and gives us a competitive advantage every time, and that's somebody you want to play for, is a coach that brings and gives us a competitive advantage every single time.
Everyone's dialed in. Don't need a lot of pressure on ourselves.
His no-nonsense, business-like style didn't always stick.
If players had bad attitudes, they were shipped out of town, and guys with good attitudes were.
But no matter who wore the jersey, his pillars never wavered.
Deeply rooted into feeling what certain players feel and why they should feel what they feel, and building off of that. Holding standards where standards are efficient and help winning, and then turning into the ice sheet of the 200 by 85. We want to be a team that has the puck on our stick and pressure, but we want thinking players as much as we want hard-nosed players.
With every practice, every game, every season, every win, Carr has built trust with the guys who skate for him.
So whatever he needs to do, that's what he wants. Like whether he brings guys in, we learn new systems, that kind of stuff, whether we have meetings one-on-one or as a team. The biggest thing is he knows how to connect with everybody till we need to get to where we need to go. Instead of us coming apart, we're more so slowly getting together or right together.
It means a lot that the players think that are here. It means more to me that the guys that have been through thick and thin, through a lot of ups and downs, not just the highs or just the lows, because I think those are the guys that's got to be the glue to the locker room and core. And ultimately, it has to be their dressing room. Eventually, it can't be Jeff's way. It's your room, it's your career. What do you guys want to do? We shouldn't be making 50 adjustments every single day, right? So I think the leaders of our team are ready for that, more than ready for that opportunity. And then we just all have to go and sync. Really, really good coaches and players should have a little friction at times because they're that competitive. And that was another thing, you know, 2 years ago, a year ago, there was a whole level when we were affiliated with Carolina and Winnipeg, and we had, you know, a lot of players assigned to us. The competition was, you know, immense. And it kind of drew the best out of everyone, coaches and players alike.
There's a breakaway pass right in for Jaden Duro. Score! Reifenberger's going to try to cut to the net. Poked in and he scores!
Under Jeff Carr, the Admirals are contenders again. With that comes expectations from a fan base hungry to see another banner. And for Carr, that's just fine.
How do we put a stake in to say you have to watch an Admirals game, and not just because what the promotion is or, you know, maybe your kid wants to, but 3 hours of fast-paced game, guys that are going to stick up for each other, winning that matters at all costs. And, you know, the family feels like they would pay 10 times over for that ticket. Like, that's our job.
But will Carr be the one to cash in and bring a title back to Norfolk?
No doubt in my mind. You saw where he came in and how he's progressed every year since, and it's only a matter of time. We're going to get to that point where we're going to go as far as we can, hopefully bring that home for everybody, but yeah, there's no doubt in my mind about that.
You have quality goaltending, quality defense, quality recruiting, and a good vibe and a good feel around the room, and winning as a premium. We've reeled off a ton of wins, and we continue, and we're going to try to do that over and over as we're here.
Up next,
To achieve something that you put so much work and time into, it's been truly special.
how he went from a young fan at Scope to the star of his childhood team on Admirals Unlocked.
He knows when to bring the energy, and he always delivers it when he does.
Osmondson score! The Chesapeake native sends the roof sky high here at Scope Arena.
I'm not just some hometown guy.
He's fearless, he's courageous, and he pushes the envelope.
Number 25.
I'm Brandon Osmonds. I'm just another professional hockey player that just loves being at the Scope every day.
And I think he's doing everything he can to prove with how hard he plays and the tough stuff after the whistles, and fearless to prove he wants to carve his own identity.
His mentality with everything is he wants to drive our team to be the best.
For Brandon Osmondson, home ice has a whole different meaning.
when people ask me what I love the most about playing here, it's because I play at home. You know, that's just where I feel comfortable, and I think, you know, just riding down these streets right now, it just brings back so much of just when you think about just what I've put in, like the amount of work and how many times I've driven down Greenbrier Parkway to go to Chill Ponds to train, and just for it to come full circle to where, you know, I might come practice at Chill Ponds with the Admirals and then drive home for lunch, like just to keep doing that. It's really special.
Brandon was born in Chesapeake, Virginia, 15 minutes from where he first started skating and 15 minutes from the Admirals' home, Scope Arena.
Right here, driving down this auto parts store right here, this is where my dad and my granddad own. They would work there Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and I would be there in the back in the warehouse with roller hockey skates on, shooting in a street hockey net. I was probably five years old. That's when my parents took me to a public skate, and it was my first time just going out there and skating, and the owner, Pat Cavanaugh, was out there actually, and twisted my parents' arms into signing up for try hockey or learn to play actually at the time. Passed all 3, hockey 1, hockey 2, and hockey 3 in the first day, and then started playing the rec league, and the rest was history from that. This is where I guess home is, you know, growing up and shooting pucks in the backyard and having my dad yell at me to lift the orange pucks. I'm not too strong to lift them up yet, but, you know, this is kind of where it all started, I guess.
He quickly rose through the ranks of the Hampton Roads Whalers, the premier youth organization in the area.
That's when I played squirt hockey. Again, that's where the jersey is a little bit longer than the pants still. This is when I played rec hockey. You could see the size difference. And like I said, when I said I've grown up playing against bigger guys, I actually literally mean it. I mean, as you can see, I'm probably up to the kid's waist on the face-off.
Trophies and team pictures continued to fill his room, right next to memorabilia of his favorite team, the Norfolk Admirals.
Yeah, this is just kind of my room and kind of where I grew up, and just kind of my collector's items, I guess, from when I was a big Admirals fan. Obviously, A.J. Baines, one of the big captains for the Admirals when I was growing up. He played here for a few seasons and was just a really good player back in the day. And then the legend John Brophy, obviously, I don't have to do too much explaining on that. I mean, he's a legend and has left a life-lasting impact on this community. And then Tyler Arneson, just another guy that came through the Admiral system. Just some of the players that I grew up watching and just trying to be like them.
Brandon went on to play at Utica University, where he won a conference championship. In 2 seasons of pro hockey with the SPHL, he'd only played 18 games before a phone call that changed his life.
I get a phone call and I was like, all right, is he getting cut? What? He normally doesn't call at that time. And he goes, I'm coming home. And I was like, so what happened? Did you get cut? And he goes, no, I didn't get cut. I'm coming home to play for the Admirals. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I mean, it was unbelievable. I could not grasp it at first. We didn't really think it was real at first. I was like, all right, are you playing a joke? He's like, no, I'm really coming home.
His parents would get to see their son play for his hometown team.
It is Osmondson. Osmondson shot. He scores! And there it is. Brandon Osmondson's first with the Norfolk Admirals.
You know, it was just funny that my momentum took me to where my parents were sitting, and just to look up and to see them just celebrating and just almost like a relief of pressure, just kind of to get your first goal and, you know, like I said, at home ice and in front of a really good crowd, and just you have your parents there, it's really special.
And just to be able to see your son actually live that dream that you watched and you have a passion for it, and then he's out there playing, it's not taken for granted.
Since then, he's become a fixture inside the arena where he not only watched games, but dreamt of a pro career.
He loves hockey, he loves being here, and I just love seeing, just even practicing every day at the rink, his energy, all that kind of stuff. Like it's great. It helps carry the team, and it's exactly what we need out of a guy like him.
Just don't call him the hometown guy.
I think that was the last thing I wanted to be called. when I first got here was I didn't want anybody to know that I was from here, just because you don't want that label or that's that tag of, you know, I'm just here because I'm from here, you know. And so that's something where I wanted to set myself apart right away.
And the reality is, and the irony is, he's going to do these things that going to drive the media and the fan base to even be more proud of him and continue to call him the hometown. So he's going to do it to himself.
He's more of a quiet guy, but when you really get to know him, he's very personable and everything too, and especially in the locker room, he's very like talking through the locker room and that kind of stuff, and he's a great leader too, which is great out of a guy like him, because he's a guy that we need, like energy and everything.
The things that I look to separate myself from that is my hard work and just how good of a person I can be.
Listed at just 5'9", 175 pounds, he's now played 3 seasons, 177 games, and has scored 48 goals for the Admirals.
Bear, he gets it there. Osmondson score! 3-2 lead inside of 2 minutes to go.
Most scouts that don't know what they're talking about are going to say the words undersized and doesn't have the stamina, doesn't have the power, etc., etc. We see a highly intelligent American Hockey League brain on the ice.
From fan to part of the roster, Osmondson can now add team leader.
He's not going to stray from what he does, but he's going to keep pushing it. And I think the guys can feel that energy too. It's going to make them better. So it's a lot encompassing. He did what he had to do first 3 months. He's took the next challenge. He did that. He's on to his 3rd challenge. He's doing that, and he's pushing the boundary.
Looking in front, Osmondson scores! From the stands at Norfolk Scope to on the goal department for the Norfolk Admirals. Get him that puck.
And he's added a few more memories to that room of his.
The first goal puck that I have, I scored on New Year's Eve against Wheeling. That will forever be probably one of my favorite ones. Just scoring your first goal for the Admirals. It was really special. And then some just cool game pucks that I got throughout the year. This year, 100th point. That's definitely pretty special. Honestly, never thought I'd get that far, but to put up 100 points in this league, and especially for your hometown team, that's really special. And just a couple first start games, you really don't know how many opportunities you get to become a first star, and especially at Scope to become a first star and to be able to do that, it's been special.
And this one goes for another one for the hometown kid. Osmondson gets the Admirals their 2-goal lead right back.
Brandon wears the jersey of the team he grew up watching and has surpassed every expectation. But he says there's still more to chase.
But I'll know eventually when I'm done playing that I'll have something to finally put in words. But it's just been an unbelievable experience, just from my family, friends, and just everybody that's been a part of this journey. The staff from Chill Ponds, and just everybody that has put, you know, something invested into my career, whether that's been skating or even just being a good person. You know, there's been so many people that have influenced me and helped me to get to this point, and I wouldn't be here without, you know, those numerous amount of people. It's been so awesome just to do this and just to bring all my friends and everybody close with me along on this journey. To achieve something that you put so much work and time into, it's been truly special. But obviously, I haven't achieved the full goal yet. The full goal is to win a Kelly Cup here, and that's something that, you know, there's one thing left to do. I've won championships in this area on juniors, you know, minor, youth. You know, there's one championship left to win, and that's the Kelly Cup. So I think once I can do that, it's the goal is complete. But you know, it's just been truly amazing just to be along on this journey.
Make some noise for the #1 star, the hometown kid from Chesapeake, Brandon Osmondson!
Coming up,
battle. I think you always know it's going to be a battle when you play against them.
a matchup that's become one of the most heated rivalries for the Norfolk Admirals. Next on Admirals Unlocked. In just about every sport, with every team, every franchise, there is one opponent always circled on the schedule.
Battle. I think you always know it's going to be a battle when you play against them.
For the Admirals, that rival are the Lions of Trois-Rivières.
Both teams are always ready to go head to head when we play each other. We see each other on the schedule and we know the history.
In back-to-back seasons, the Admirals and Lions squared off in the postseason.
It's huge. I mean, obviously no one wants their seasons to come to an end ever, so the fact that both these teams did that to each other the past few years just adds that extra fire.
When you play each other back-to-back years in the playoffs, I'd say it's a pretty big rivalry.
Last season, fate decided they should meet in the North Division Final, with a trip to the Eastern Conference Finals at stake. A goal by Brandon Osmondson in Game 4 at Scope charged the crowd and gave Norfolk a 1-0 win, tying the series at 2 games apiece.
For some reason, when we play these guys, it always seems it's a battle up and down the ice. They're a hard-working team. We're a hard-working team, and I mean, you saw in even playoffs last year, there's fight right to start the whole series. It's just, it's really intense and heavy games when we play them.
2 years ago, we beat them. We ended their season. And then when they ended our season last year, after the year, you knew they were going to come out a little harder against us, I think because we ended their season the year before. So you knew it was going to be a little extra intense. And I mean, it was a playoff hockey series. Every game was a great game. It was low scoring. I mean, 2 great goalies. You knew what you were signed up for, and every game was going to be tough. And yeah, a lot of heartbreakers and a lot of OTs both ways. We won, I think, 1 or 2, and they won some.
Finds a shot, they score! Anthony Beauregard wins it.
A game-winning overtime goal with only seconds left in Game 5 gave the Lions a 1-0 win, and a series lead they never gave up. The Admirals season came to an end after Game 6, and the Lions went on to win the Kelly Cup title.
I mean, it was definitely heartbreaking. At the end of the day, going back to and losing there, it was a heartbreaking way to lose a year. But you know, we get on the bright side, we get to face them again. When you have series like that and end in each other's seasons like that, I think it for sure makes it a rivalry, especially when they won it all last year.
It's the conclusion of a 7-game homestand. The Admirals hosting the defending Kelly Cup champion Trois-Rivières Lions for a 2-game weekend set.
Them being the defending champs of the entire league, you want to take pride in beating a team like that. So I think you got to be ready to go every time you play them. For sure, all summer long, you think of if I change, 1 goal or 1 minute, one thing can change it, and maybe you could have went all the way.
Could have gone either way, and I feel like we owed them.
This is an Admirals team that has improved to 14, 21, 2-0, 30 points in the North Division standings. Trois-Rivières 16, 18, 0-3, directly ahead of the Admirals in the North Division with 35 points. This Trois-Rivières team does not like playing on the road.
Yeah, and you got to take advantage of that if you're the Admirals, and take advantage of this home crowd before the team hits the road. Try to get these big points. You get within a point of this team in the standings. Continue to drag yourself into the fight in the playoff race, and try to make it a fun last 3 months here of this season.
They're a veteran group. They're a physical group. They play the game really hard, and we got to match that. We got to beat that, and they're a team that plays the game the right way. So, with that, we know it's going to be a challenging game, but every time we play them, we're up to the test.
You know how they play hard, and you know it's going to be a tough game. They're very structured, so you always know you got to be ready to go when you're playing against them.
This backdoor feed is tied up! Backdoor feed for Jack O'Leary from Osmondson has us tied up just a couple of seconds after Trois-Rivières gets the opening goal of the game.
It's a little extra focus, I think, for sure. You know what that team's capable of, so you got to be ready to go. There's no taking any minutes off or anything. You know you have to play a complete game to beat them.
Here's the backdoor feed. Score! Evan Conley takes the backdoor feed and rips it. And working out on a partial 2-on-1. Deep air. Florent score! Back to back, and it's a 3-2 lead for Norfolk.
For them to see that the team we were right there with and lost to, barely, and they went on and won and went, it just goes to show that we're that close, and you know, that just a game or two difference, that could have been us holding trophies. So yeah, I think it helps the little motivation this past summer, and I think you just got to know that we're that close and that can be us holding a trophy.
Left, got to get a shot towards in front of the net. Backdoor, he there, turns, fires, score! .5 on the clock, a buzzer beater, and a power play goal has the Admirals up by 2.
I mean, it's very satisfying. You know, all that hard work and everything you do, you know, goes into a big win like that. It's no better feeling in the locker room. So, yeah, it's always great to be on the winning side of that, and any win feels great, but when it's a big playoff series or a big playoff win against a rival, it's tough to beat.
Riviere netminder, it went over the crossbar. Giroux through the legs of Young, backdoor, they score! Excellent passing from the Admirals gives them their largest lead of the night.
Every time we play them, it's been tight net games.
Earlier this season, I could feel right away that you know, it was going to be war.
On this night, the war is won by the Norfolk Admirals after a decisive 5-2 victory over the defending champions from Trois-Rivières.
We want to win all those games. Those are huge games, so it's a lot of fun getting to go up against them.
For the fans at Scope, plenty to cheer for, and a reminder that championship aspirations may not be in the too distant future.
The fans at the Scope are unreal, so you know, all the fans want those rivalry games. Obviously, there's a lot of energy for those games. You know, guys get up for those games, but at the end of the day, you know, you got to treat it like it's a normal game. You know, nothing changes at the end of the day. You know, like I said, that being said, though, there's some extra excitement, some extra jump, and it helps you get going right away. It's awesome, great feeling.
It's full and the fans are here ready to support the crew. I mean, you can't help but get excited.
When we come back, why hockey is only part of the fun at Norfolk Scope. Next on Admirals Unlocked.
When the arena is full and the fans are here ready to support the crew, I mean, you can't help but get excited for that. Certainly the start to the game is a big part. We like to have a lot of energy for when the team hits the ice and right before the puck drops. I kind of like that I've been able to build out a role. Firing up the air raid horn, getting people excited to start the game. It is a bit nerve-wracking for me. It's the first thing I do of the night where I go on camera with no music or anything, but it's a lot of fun. It's sort of become a little tradition here. My name is Marco Myers. I am the Senior Director of Entertainment and Fan Experience for the Norfolk Admirals.
The goal for the Admirals always is to win games, but his goal,
I guess in a nutshell, would be to make sure every fan, every person that comes to an Admirals game has a good time, makes a good memory, and wants to come back for more.
Marco's journey with the team began as an unpaid intern and took some unexpected turns.
I thought initially it would be coaching, so I wanted to get my foot in the door here with the Admirals in any way, shape, or form I could, to then maybe be able to, knock elbows with the coaches a little bit, see about that world. I started off here as a salesperson. Through a change in ownership, I kind of got propelled into the position I am now, and 4, 5, 6 years later, here I am running the show and having a good time doing it.
And over that time, intermissions at Scope have taken the fan experience to a whole new level.
How do you get in here? Hang out, folks. We gotta deal with this crap.
Sometimes the game is organized chaos. We're very ambitious with the amount of things we can do each and every night, whether it's special guests, performers, special promos, or videos that we run in game. We're very ambitious. I think the first thing that comes to mind when we talk about fan experience and entertainment engagement is you have to realize that your job is never going to be finished. I think it's a trap a lot of folks, my position can fall into, where you make improvements on your game day, how folks enter the arena, certain things you do in game, and you start to sit on your laurels, and that's sort of what you guys do. So I think the toughest part is understanding you're never done. You're going to analyze every game, every script, every moment that happened. How can it be better? How can we build more for next year?
2 years ago, Admirals fans were introduced to something entirely different.
It's been one of our biggest additions to the game day fan experience. Fans love it.
Adrenaline rush to go out there, and there's thousands of fans out there watching us, and it's so much fun.
The energy is unimaginable. The energy in the Scope is times 10.
As soon as the ice turns blue and you hear Norfolk Admirals dance team, it's wonderful. You see Salty right in front of us, cheering us on. I call him Game Day Bestie. I love him.
It's something I've never experienced. When all the lights go dim and all you see is our palms in the air, you see our smiles, you see the hockey players zooming by. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience for sure. Once they see us on that field, you know it's about to go down.
Lauren Carey is the dance team director.
She had a lot of experience prior, and quite frankly, although we were looking to do maybe something like this and had an idea to do it, she approached us with a full presentation and plan of why it was the perfect thing to do. It made it almost impossible for us to say no.
I grew up dancing, so I love dancing and really missed it after graduating college and wanted to get back into it. So it's something I love to do. I know all the girls love it as well, so it's really our passion. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3.
And when she's not leading her team onto the ice at Scope,
1 down. Don't just float down.
her biggest responsibility is keeping her team in lockstep.
It's a lot of work to get ready for a season. It's a lot more than I think people would expect.
Between last year's season and this year, we had maybe a month off. Playoffs ended, and then after that, it's tryout season.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
This year it was about maybe 50 girls who tried out, and it was a little intense. You had like 6 or 7 judges there. They're all smiling, they're all really friendly, but a lot of girls are competing to be in your spot. So it was very intense, very nerve-wracking.
We started practicing in August, and we practiced twice a week, 2 hours each practice, and we've been prepping since August and to get ready for an October game. So you can think about how many hours that is even before the season starts of us practicing, choreographing, getting the dance on the girls, and then cleaning it, and just prepping every single piece of choreography that we do throughout the games. It's a lot of hard work.
We do practice Monday, Wednesdays, and then we have games on Fridays and Saturdays. And then you go home and you practice your next routine for the next ice performance. The practice leading up is a little intense just because we want to be our best out on the ice.
We're honestly learning stuff every single week, so you have to go and practice like 3 intermission dances at a time, between 4 and 6 media timeouts at a time. All of these are like minute-long dances to remember. And then we also have like 15 sidelines to know and just have ready at any time.
It takes a lot of time management and dedication and hard work to do what we do.
A lot. At my job, I'll go out to my car and just play the music to make sure it's fresh in my mind, and just like kind of run through stuff so I'm not walking in here just fresh out of the gate.
It's all worth it once you get on the ice.
It's very fun to feel the energy of the crowd and see like people reacting well to our songs and to our dances. Very nice. And seeing their reactions and their support, wonderful.
But also so rewarding knowing that we're out there getting the fans hyped up, and that we also are becoming a little bit of role models to young girls out there. Hearing that crowd at the end when we like nail a dance and it looks amazing, it's the best feeling in the world.
It's like a breath of fresh air, like I can breathe. The routine is done. We did our thing out there. We did what we were supposed to do. The crowd is loving us. It's unimaginable.
We've been practicing for months these dances, and to finally like go out there and be able to perform them and nobody mess up, and all the arms are perfect and all the legs are straight and feet are pointed, like it's a good feeling. And to just also see all your hard work pay off is the biggest thing, I think.
The whole experience is super fun, super great. Love to watch hockey, especially when they get a little rowdy. I think that's the best part. Like, the fans go crazy, we go crazy. Everybody's just cheering on our Admirals.
Those cheers continue to grow louder and louder, and nobody has noticed more than Marco.
I grew up in this area. I grew up a big Admirals fan. I grew up around the times where the Admirals were selling out every weekend, the 2012 Calder Cup Championship, the streak. Being here through sort of the re-rise of the Admirals and fans coming back out, and us being, a prominent place here in Hampton Roads and something people want to do has been very exciting. I certainly have my own memories in this building of being a fan and things that I thought were cool and things that stick with me. So being on the other side of that now and being able to provide some of those memories and experiences, sometimes you don't even know what's really going to be impactful with a person. You never really know, but they take something home with them. Being able to put on a show for the fans and just make them feel welcome and like they're part of a community inside here is really what it's all about.
Number 16, Marco.
Just seeing how the city grasped around us when we started having success, it's like, wow, this place is a hockey town. There's hockey in their blood here. So it's special for sure.
It's bouncing in the slot. Score!
The more we started winning, people started getting behind the team. There's more fans in the seats, and I think I don't know, playing in front of 7,000 is a lot more fun than playing in front of 3,000, and it shows.
Hampton Roads Admirals have won the Kelly Cup.
Throughout their rich history, the Norfolk Admirals have won 4 league championships, 3 in the ECHL when they dominated the 1990s, and 1 memorable title in 2012 that included a record 28-game win streak. This group, despite the challenges of the 2025-26 season, believes it's closing in on a 5th.
What's the saying? Rome wasn't built in a day, right? So like sometimes you have to take a step back with 2 steps forward. But at the end of the day, if your direction and your values and morals are all pointing in the right way, which I think people here, people in this organization, players here, they are. The sky's the limit, I guess. So I mean, it would be amazing to put a banner up in those stands next to the ones that are already up there, and cement a piece of hockey history in this town.